everybody, this is Roxy and I am changing over my happy planners from my last year that Cindy Evans sent me. But I just wanted to show the last few weeks that I did because I love them so much. I hate to see them go. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take all the paper clips out off the happy planner that I did. So I've already grabbed a bunch out. And then I like how this turned out. All the washi tape. So that's what this was all about. And this is my favorite week. Christmas. This and this and this was Michael's washi tape. And then these are the little clips I made, or I decorated from my little Dollar Tree trees and the snowflake. And then these are just tags. So I'll leave the tags in here. But I'm going to take all these little clips out because otherwise it's kind of going to get too bulky. So what I'm going to do is I did a couple tutorials on making tear pads a la They're All Over the Place, and then Tasha Boyd made some really cool ones. But that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take these rings off, or take them off the rings, and then I got to find some big bulldog clamps, and I'm just going to glue the I'm going to glue this side, without these to make a tear pad. And then I've already scored this. This is just a Dollar Tree folder. And I'm just going to glue it into this binding here. And that should be wide enough. And then that's how I'm going to store it. I'll just put 2016 on that. Because I did want to keep my cover from this. Because I kind of want to change them out during this coming year. So that's how I'm going to do this. And then I will show this when I come back. Okay, so I have everything glued on the end, and I did some still shots to show how I do it, but do you see how I've got the clamps on here that will focus there? So they're not up against the glue. You kind of want to keep that space there, and you want to put as many on as you can. This looks pretty good, so I'm just going to set it on my craft mat and let it dry. Okay, I let this sit. I just took off all my clips, but I left it sit for about 4 hours. I went shopping and whatnot, and I've got a bound happy planner. So now it's like a little book. Okay, so I'm going to, these are all kind of the extraneous things that I wanted to keep in my planner just because it's, stuff that I wanted to keep. So now I want to put this in here. And I measured this out. I cut off the tab and stuff and then rounded the corners. And it feels like it's a little big. But the back here, it's a teeny bit big, but I think I'm okay. I think I'll just, it's probably good, about 1/2 inch. So now I'm going to fill this in with glue. And you want a goodly amount. That's like on the binding part of it, I always do a really good thick amount because it's not going to hurt to have too much glue. But it will foil your plans if you don't have enough. So this will just go right down here. Like that. And then we'll bring this up. See how I did it extra, but that's not a big deal. That'll be just fine. And then I've got it nice and on the binding, and then I'll put my clips back on. This is just how you make a book. So if you try this, it's super easy. I'm going to put it right up there. Another, oops, this is kind of hard with my hand. Another way to put it in this cover part would just be to use really good, like red line tape or incredibly tacky tape or awesomely delicious tape, whatever they call it. You know, it's that really sticky extreme tape. And these I can push right up against the binding because the glue isn't exposed. And then it'll help push this book against it. And this I'll leave probably for an hour, maybe longer. Put this up here. There. There. And then we'll come back to that. Okay, so I have already bound my interior pages of my Happy Planner, and I've just let this sit for about an hour and a half. So, and I put a little, I got this from Cindy Evans, the Happy Planner, and I got it in about June, so these are just from June to December, but you can do this for as thick as you want, just so you get the good, like a good clamp on it. So you could use some workshop or woodworking clamps and any kind of a folder. Oops, kind of got that. So there it is. Open this up. That's the little tricky part, is just getting that. You can open it up there. Okay. So here is my Happy Planner, all nicely bound. And then any kind of extra stuff that I wanted to keep, you can either bind it, you know, put it in there and bind it when you're gluing, but I kind of wanted to keep them loose. So I kept this stuff loose, but I could have taken this off and bound it right in. So I hope you give it a try. There, see, that's how it... The little bit of glue over here just kind of caught that first page, but it's fine. But it's a good sturdy bind. I evened up the covers because this one was a little bit longer because this was scored in the middle as the folder, and then I wanted to add thickness, and I kind of measured and did it. But once you clamp all these pages, they get a little thinner. So I kind of over-measured or overcompensated for the binding, but this is perfect. And then that was my extra score. I don't care that there's that actually can help when you're opening it. But so that gave extra length or width over here, so I just cut that off to the size of the front. So that's a great way to store the Happy Planners. And then for the rings, I just tied those up and can use them on my new Happy Planner if I want to change out the colors through the year. But I think it's a good way to store it. It's all in one piece. And you don't have those rings. So, you know, because this I'm going to file away on my closet shelf with all my other planners throughout the years. So I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.